Just before I start with these, something else I wanted to show you is before I start doing anything with these handles, I always leave the pots next to the knives that have got to be finished and handles sorted. And the first thing I do before I touch anything is I check that epoxy to make sure that it's rock hard, and it is. That way I know now when I come to shape them handles, everything underneath them scales is as it should be. They're nice and now ready to shape. If I didn't have this, you can touch the glue on top and check that the bits that have come out, but it's not always ideal. This ensures to me, it's a good bit of epoxy. It ensures to me that it's as it should be. Okay, thought I'd share that with you, and hopefully that helps people know the next morning that, you know, if this was still soft, I know there's something gone wrong, the mixture's wrong or something's not right, and I will have to start again basically. Okay. Okay, now it's time for shaping. Hopefully it's focusing on this and everything's as it should be. I'm still playing around with settings, so I'm going to hit what I'll do is I'll hit the vacuum and start shaping, but I'll put some music over it, obviously, because it's very noisy. This is a Warn 36 to start, and yeah, okay. Okay, so that's about as far as I've got with that. I ain't going to bring you through the others, because you've seen me just do that. I'll then take it to the sandpaper and refine from there. I'll bring you through a little bit of that process. And okay, so this is an 8-inch wheel, by the way. Sometimes I use a 12-inch. Sometimes I've used a 6-inch. It just depends what's on here. You know, I don't specifically say, right, to do these angles I've got to use an 8-inch. If I'm being deadly honest, it's just whatever's on here I use, because it's all done by hand and all that type of stuff. This doesn't really make a difference. It's the same with the 6-inch. All you've got to do then is bring it down more to make this scallop bigger. I hope that makes sense. So it doesn't really matter. I suppose in an ideal world, if you just wanted to use a wheel, depending on how you want your scallops for your Coke bottle handle, you'd use a 10-inch maybe, I don't know, or an 8-inch. I know a lot use. I prefer this one because it keeps things cooler being a serrated wheel. I suppose that helps, and I'm so used to the wheel. I'm confident with using it. I've done a lot of handles with it, but if the 12-inch is on, and I'll use the 12-inch, it doesn't really make any difference. So that's enough for me. I'll be able to do the rest slowly but surely with sandpaper. It's you know, so I won't bring you through all the others, and when I start doing the sandpaper I'll bring you back for that. And I've got to go and pick her indoors up from work. So okay, take care all. I'll bring you back when I come back. And okay, I'll start with 150 grit. Now this handle, he specified that he wanted a lot thinner and smaller than normal. He's got small hands, so that's what I've done for him. That's the godsend of customs, I suppose. And in a way, because I won't be doing so many now, it's a shame, I suppose. You lose that with just, you know, if you've just got to buy one ready made. But I'll still do the odd custom. You know, if somebody, or I have a look and I think, oh, I'd like to do that. But having something made specifically for you, like this, being able to stipulate that, you know, my hands are small. Can you make sure you try and orientate the handle like that for me? You can't be beat off the shelf. You just don't get that. You just got to hope it's okay rather than, you know. Okay, always just start with the top. Put them little scallops in so that it's symmetrical. Okay. Ooh. Turn it to the side. More new sandpaper, sorry. Okay. Shoe shining. Sometimes the wood will move away quicker than the pins. It's not quite happening with this, but no doubt maybe one of the ones that I'll do, if it happens, I'll show you how I go about getting around that. This is hard. I'll stabilise and I'll stabilise this. gone out of focus. Okay. I've tried to set it just so that it focuses on just this place rather than keep focusing. Like I say, I'm still learning the camera, and hopefully once I've mastered it, you'll get a much better experience, because the quality will be far superior than what I was using before, and we can get some great shots. And right, okay, I can't feel it at all on these back ones, but no, I can't feel it on this one really. A little, not much. It's right on a bigger knot there, so that's why it's not doing it so much. The wood's very hard here. Beautiful, this, absolutely stunning. Okay, I'll tilt it a bit more than what I normally would, so you can maybe see that a little. Okay, so you want this nice and rounded. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll continue with some of these. I'm just going to round these over now and continue it around. And what I'll do is, when I come to across a pin, if I come across a pin and it's really getting proud as I'm sanding, what I'll do is I'll show you how I go around getting out of that. Okay? Okay, what I like to do to show any scratches that are of... once I've finished that grit, what I'll do then is I'll buff it and it will show me the scratches up. Be very careful when you're doing this. I can't tell you how dangerous these are, these buffers. I know you've probably heard it before, but I'm telling you now, these buffers are extremely dangerous. They really are. Okay. What this will do now is it'll, any of the buffing compound that's on there, it will get in the scratches. Come on, focus. And what it will do is that all the little black tiny lines, I know I have to show you. Come on. All the little black tiny lines, I can see some here, will show up. And then when I go over, I'll make sure all them have gone. It's even better when you put some paste on the buffer. There's a few little voids in this that I've noticed. There's a couple here that I'm just going to go and put some glue in. I might as well show you that in case you have any. Okay, there's a couple of ways of going around this. What I use is Zap Thin CA. Now there's a couple of ways of doing this. You can either just fill the void, which is here, with the glue, and then you'll have like a clear void filled in, or you can use a bit, if you've been sanding like I have now, you can use a bit of existing wood, put the glue in, munch the bits of wood in there, then resand, then it will you know, it will just blend back into the handle. I'm not decided on which I'm going to go do yet. I think I might just fill it with the glue, and you'll see the nice voids. Like, this is something that I've done for a customer, and as you can see here, if I can get it to focus, come on. It wants to, and then it don't want to. Right, hold on. Okay, as you can see here, I hope, this is something I've just done for a customer for his kitchen. As you can see where the glue's filled the voids in, but you still saw that lovely checkering, which is beautiful, you know, so I think I'll probably go down that route. Anyway, okay.